Hey, what's up? I'm Trent Haaga. I'm the screenwriter of Cheap Thrills and Dead Girl and the writer-director of 68 Kill, and you're watching the movie Void. The movie Void. The movie Void.
Okay, so I just saw 68 Kill, and I am here with the director, Trent Haaga. And I gotta say, that was, you guys know how many movies I see on a regular basis. This was maybe the craziest movie I've ever seen, like especially with the plot. I was like, while I was watching it, how was I going to describe the plot to you guys in such a short time? So I got the director here, so give us a spoilerless version of the plot.
I would say it is about a man who really would like to please his girl, but they're a little bit poor, and they come up with a scheme to get some money, and things just don't go quite the way you would expect them to, or he would expect them to, and craziness happens.
Yeah, it's totally craziness happens, but all the way. I always complain a little when the film is too predictable. As I said earlier, film is absolutely the opposite of predictability. The second you think you figured something out, the second you think you know what's going to happen, something else happens. It's like this movie where the moment you try to think about it, comes right back to bite you in the ass, and you're like totally surprised about what's going on. I also found out that Mr. Hag here has also directed Chop, one of my favorite low-budget films. And it's also like, for anybody who knows Chop, there are a lot of parallels between the character called Chip, who is the main character of the film, played by Matthew
Ray Gubler from Criminal Minds.
Exactly. And I want to ask you, did you purposely take the name Chip from Chop?
No. Actually, it's funny enough. That was the name of the character in the book that I based it on. But I always like Chip. The guy's name is Lance, and Chop. I like these. I like to make movies about kind of lovable losers in bad situations. They're like my favorite kind of movies to watch and make. And I too, like you, watch a lot of movies. And you know what one of my big complaints is sort of predictability, right?
Yeah.
So when I get to make my own movie, and when you make your movie, I hope that it's as unpredictable as what I was trying to do too. Because I think that that's what movies need more of.
It was also the casting I found incredibly good.
Thank you.
Especially tell us about the thing with the animals at the Q&A. I found that incredibly interesting.
Yes. We shot the movie in New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm from Indiana. And there's a lot of people there that like to hunt big animals, and I wanted this house to be the house of a hunter, and I thought maybe we would get one deer head, or we could get one bear. Maybe we could rent one bear and just stick it over there, and we'd be like, oh, he's a hunter. But then while we were looking for this location, I saw something on BuzzFeed, and it was about, look at this terrible house that these terrible people have got with all these dead animals in it. And I saw that it was in New Orleans, and I said, we got to see that house. So we lied to the people and made an appointment to say we wanted to buy the house. And when we got there, we said, we don't want to buy the house. We want to shoot a movie here. And the guy had 2 alligators that he had killed. He had howler monkeys. He had a giraffe. He had a lion. There's a big role in the movie is the lion. He's got a scene. So all these different animals there. He probably killed 200 animals.
That's crazy.
And he had them all stuffed there, which I find kind of, I'm not really into that. But I needed the location. So you had to be nice to the guy while at the same time you're thinking, ugh, who would kill a giraffe, man? Right?
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, why? Such a graceful creature.
I know.
Cinematography-wise, the yellow colors, did you want to make this intense heat in the film going on, make it seem like it's really, really hot?
Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be steamy, it's sexy, it's hot, it's scary. You're supposed to be nervous, and absolutely, we shot it in April, I think, so it wasn't that hot. It was maybe in the 70s and things like that.
Nevada, right?
No, Louisiana.
Which
is the name of the bar right next door. Louisiana.
I know.
See? Yeah, it's weird.
But I recommend this place more. It's just,
okay, El Pasto. I don't know. There's no state named that. So
Italian
I'll do
food.
it.
It's really good. No, but great film, really
Thank you,
great.
man.
I
Thank
look
you.
so forward to seeing more of your next work.
Like
is
something. I'm always making
honestly,
something, man.
Also loved Cheap Thrills.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Like
Cheap Thrills, Dead Girl. I don't know if you've seen that.
I've
one
seen
or
it.
not.
I've seen that. That's what I like the least.
You like
from
the
it, I
least?
gotta say.
Okay,
I like
cool,
the least.
cool.
It was a little. It reminded me of other films I've seen, and they were executed a little bit better.
Right.
Don't mean like to rain on the
Hey,
parade
whoa,
because
listen, you get to have this opinion. It's totally fine.
Yeah, you
That's
have-
what making art is all
you
about.
have 3 movies that honestly belong like in my top, in like.
So you can't hit them all out of the park, and
Yeah.
that's all right. Man.
Yeah, and I really loved 68 Kill. Totally.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It was
Thank you.
honestly awesome.
Thank you.
And
I really appreciate that, man. I mean, when you make these kind of movies, these are very particular. I know they're not for everybody. I know that most people aren't going to get it or like it or whatever. But there's somebody out there that when I make these movies, I'm like, that guy's going to get it. And I think I met that guy.
yeah, I loved it. I loved it.
Awesome,
Absolutely
awesome.
loved it.
Well, thanks, man. Thank you. I will keep making them if you keep reviewing them.
Oh,
Okay?
I will keep reviewing them. Trust
All
me.
right.